Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's video is on this lovely chocolate themed mani. So there's a lot of elements involved with this, and we use the Chocolatiers stamping plate from Maniology, the Maniology M427. But we're also going to use a nail art charm mold that I got from Amazon. And this lovely little chocolate bar mold. We're going to use gold flake. Now this is imitation gold leaf, so it's not real gold, but it looks like gold. So, but they're foil flakies, gold foil flakies. Also purchased on Amazon. We're going to use Stamping Polish's Acorn, Bam White, and Coconut. Now I don't remember the number on Acorn because the sticker's gone, but Bam White is B170 and Coconut is B268. Okay, and the base colors is Into the Woods from Revlon, and the Unity Galore from the Pride Collection, the Insta-Dry Pride Collection from Sally Hansen. We are going to use Just Bitten from Color Vibe, which I got from Dollar Tree. And we're going to use sticky base for that, but I guess Smudge Free Top Coat from Maniology. Seche Vite's Quick Dry Top Coat. I used One Door No Wipe Top Coat. McCart's Nail Art Foil Glue. I used Maniology's foil glue, a brown carved gel that I got from a collection of carved gels on Amazon. Alternately, you could use a similar color brown gel polish in just layers. And I used a solid nail tip glue, gel glue, to adhere the charms. And you will need a lamp. You will need a cleanup brush, a thin nail art brush or dotting tool to fill in the stamp, acetone, either cotton pads, cotton balls, or lint-free wipes to clean your plate, sticky stamping station / lint roller, or lint roller type sticky stamping station like what I have. You are also going to need tweezers and some kind of silicone tool or decal pusher like this. Tweezers like this is great, the double-ended. Of course, you're going to need a stamper to go with your stamping plate. So let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm going to start with making the charms. You're also going to need an actual silicone tool like this to help, if you're using carved gel into a gel polish method, to push the gel into the mold. Okay, let's move this over here. Some space right there to do it. So that'll work. Plate off to the side. So I already have my tips prepped. This is the Into the Woods, the darker one. And I already have them all prepped. Okay. And of course something to get the carb gel out would help too. So we're going to do this image and this image for the mold. These two right here. And we're going to go ahead and press this in. Scoop some out and press it in. I think my youngest is playing Sonic by the sounds of things. And the oldest is at the neighbor's trying to enjoy what little summer vacation he has left. Playing with his best friend, which is the neighbor's daughter, which they are a month apart in age, so they are extremely close in age. They both have ADHD, so they get along great. They are the best of buds. And it is kind of nice to see them understand each other. You know, they do well as friends. They make good lifelong friends kind of thing. So the goal here is to fill it level with the mold before curing, because this is a carved gel, so it's meant to be like used in this kind of manner. Do the same right next to it. You really want to press this in good because you want to make sure it fills in all of those nooks and crannies. I think that should be enough. Almost sounds like Mario Kart. I don't know how. I don't remember setting him up with Mario Kart. Maybe Anthony did last night. Nope, I hear the chings of Sonic coins. He's playing Sonic for sure. So, like I was saying, let's see if you can see this. You can actually see a little bit where it did not fill in right there. So that's what I was talking about when I said you really need to press it in and make sure it's in there good, because if it's not, then what you're winding up with is you have spots that aren't as defined as what you want them to be. So you make sure that it's in there. And in there good. Transfer a little bit of excess from the other one to this one. And level it out. Make sure it's pressed in there good. should be in there properly now. That's better. So you see that's in there much better. So I'm going to go in with some isopropyl alcohol to clean off my tool. I only wanted one, not two. I'm sure I will get a use for the second one. Clean my tool. And I'm also going to go in and I'm going to clean around these chocolate bars a little bit. Before curing it in the lamp. So there's less trimming and things like that that I'll need to do. When I go in with curing it, because once it's cured, it's cured. So to prevent some of the cleanup needed on the charms, I'm going to go in and clean up around the charms on before curing. There. So I've cleaned up around them, so I have less maintenance, and there will be more closer to a finished product when I go to add the gold foil. So I'm going to stuff that in the lamp. Okay. So while we're waiting on that in the lamp, let's go ahead and stamp our basic stuff with coconut here. So these two are more like the chevron design here, and then this nice lovely swirly is in the center. We have this chocolate bar design right here off on the other two. So with coconut, we're going to go in with the chevron-like design. On the thumb and the pinky. So go ahead and take the pinky and line it up like so. There we go. We go in again. That same image for the thumb, the same color as coconut. Now the thumb is a little bit more challenging to get nicely, so we will have to add a little bit more because it doesn't quite cover the sides. It does not quite cover. You found a unicorn? Okay, Kyle. Okay. And then we'll have to pick up this design again for the top. We won't need as much though. Okay. Just like that. So now we have our thumb. I'm going real quick with the swirly one, and then we'll work on our charms again. So our white chocolate swirl type look here, we're going to go ahead and stuff that on the middle finger, like so. Being very careful, as you saw that strand come off. Not to touch it on the main part of the nail and ruin the design. So okay. Well, that's just stuck in the putty now. Normally I'd just clean up with a cleanup brush, but since this is a tip and not my actual hand, because I'm not ready to deal with my actual hands yet. It takes a lot more to do. Somebody's wanting my attention. Cool. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and pop out our chocolate bars. Okay. Come on, don't flip. There we go. Did not want to flip. Okay, so there's our chocolate bar molds. Chocolate. So here's where the fun really begins. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a gold leaf to these chocolate bars that we just created. And I'm going to go ahead and use the back side of a sticky stamper sheet to do this with. I'm going to have my sticky stamper sheet off to the side. Okay, so we are going to paint these with the McCart's foil glue, the gel glue. And we're going to use our detail brush to do this. And we're going to hold them in place with our tweezers. So we're not going to cover the entire chocolate bar. We are only going to cover a section of it. Okay. Maybe I just need to hold it with this pair. We'll see. But I need to hold it somehow. going to cover the bottom side. Okay. We're going to do the same way I did last time. Okay. And then I'll set it down on the paper that has a nice little waxy layer that keeps it from sticking. There we go. The step we're currently working on is kind of challenging. So these little guys aren't very big and they're kind of hard to hold. And it's really not good to put gel on your skin. So that using these tools is to attempt to not get gel on me. I'm not trying to develop an allergy today. Okay. So this one is easier to do what I'm trying to do with it because it's a little bit bigger. Hold it like so with my tweezers. And go in and paint it with the foil glue. Getting in all those nice nooks and crannies. This is what's going to allow us to adhere the foil flakies to these little charms. And this one, we're going to do it kind of diagonally across there. Oh, neighbors are dealing with their trash cans. Okay. So once you've done that step, you want to pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds. So bring them up close so you see where it's shiny at. Maybe I can zoom in, give you a better look. So you see where I've added the gel glue. And then we're going to pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds. Okay. So back out. Okay, so now we're going to go in with this image right here, and we're going to use Acorn. I'm going to scrape kind of gently because it's a very open image. Place like so. Okay, and you're going to do it again on the index now that you've put that on the ring. Go. And that is aside from one last spot. I'm going to pick up a chocolate covered cherry. Aside from that, we are done with this plate. We are going to use Acorn for the outline of the chocolate covered cherry. Pick up. And I'm going to cap it for now so it doesn't get too dry and too brittle. And that is the last thing we use this plate for. The rest is working on the charms and adhesion of them and adding the foil. I can go back in its plate holder. Okay. And let's see, our little charmy charms. Okay. Yeah, that's my little foil glue spot. I'm gonna put that where it belongs. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to go in with our flakies. Now you are not going to want to even breathe in the general direction of this stuff. And the reason I say this is it is very wispy. And if you so much as breathe in its general direction, it's going to go flying everywhere. This stuff you don't want to fan on or anything like that. It is very loose and flowy. When you will not need very much of it either. Okay. Give me my foil flakies. Okay. Oh no. No, well, that's gone now. It landed, some flew out and landed right on the sticky sheet, and that's how easy it is. All I did was move the open jar, and I now have a very sparkly piece of paper. I was moving the jar so I could cover it, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna press this in to the foil glue to make a nice gold foil wrapper for our candy bar. Peach, leave the cabinet alone. Peach, leave it alone. I love you too, baby, but you need to leave it alone. Peaches, come here. I love you too, but you need to leave that cabinet alone, okay? Hi, Topaz. Peachy, baby. Yes, you're loved, okay? My very needy furry children. So our goal is to put a foil wrapper, so to speak, here on our charms. And then once we're done applying our lovely foil wrapper to our charms, then we're going to go in with the No Wipe top coat from One Door and apply that. So all I'm doing is just pressing this gold foil leaf into the charm where there is foil glue, allowing it to adhere to the foil glue. Cotton fluff. Okay, so once you've applied all of the foil that you need, which we're almost there, okay. Once you've applied all the foil, then you will go in with the top coat. Over the entire thing. You want to seal everything in, and you want the chocolate to seem like a glossy, tempered chocolate bar. Now this is a no wipe, so once you're done curing it, it will be fine to touch. Get it at all the sides and seal it well. Okay. Now once you're done covering it in your top coat, cure for at least 30 seconds. This is what it looks like before we go in and cure it. So. I want to stuff it in there for 30 seconds. Okay, while we are waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and fill in our cherry. And the red, the cherry itself. Okay, so our charms are ready. So there we have our charms. And now we're going to go in with the Unity Galore for the stem. And then we're going to go in with Acorn for the chocolate. I may need sticky base for this now that I think about it. Hold on. Go in with Bam White behind the red. Sorry guys, I didn't zoom in. The Bam White behind the red to give it proper vibrancy. Oh no, camera's getting low. Good thing we're almost done. Okay, so that's what our cherry looks like. Okay. Install an outlet for this a little higher up. So now for the fun part. Okay, we're going to go in both these chocolate bar. Oh boy, what does the hubby need? Yeah. I know, we need more printer ink. We're going to go in with Bam White to simulate the paper wrapping that goes underneath the foil wrapping. Zoom in while we're doing this. And we're going to do it for both ones. Normally I would reverse stamp, but in this case I ended up not reverse stamping. It's kind of a weird thing. And we're going to do it to both. Then we're going to go in with our regular foil glue. Just like so. Okay. Let that dry for a moment. This cherry should be ready to transfer. So, go slightly tilted. Centerize that. Press down. Perfect. Okay. So, first one that we added the lovely white striping, and I just tried to murder my stamper. Cool. Apologize guys, I know that was kind of loud. I'm going to take our foil glue from Maniology. Mine's kind of old and on its last limb, barely any left, but go ahead and do that. And we're going to go in on this bottom section here, like so. And paint a layer of foil glue on there. And do it to both the ring and the index finger. And let it dry. So when this gets dry, it will become transparent. Back this up. I'm going to show you when it gets dry that it will become transparent. I really do need to get another bottle of regular foil glue, not just this tiny little sample bottle. Okay. There we go. Set that there. Okay. So I'm going to take a cleanup brush to the edges of these real quick because there's still some residual loose stamping that's trying to interfere with our process here and mess up our images. So we don't want that. We do not want that. So I'm going to clean that up real quick. Okay. Back to the lovely joys here. We're going to need our silicone tool and all that again here in just a moment, but we're going to start with this lovely tip, our thumbnail. See, I knew I had another use for this. I knew I had another use for this. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. And our little charms. Give myself some room here. Put a lid on that. Oh, careful. Almost fumbled. Okay. So, we can get some of our solid nail glue and our tip. Get it onto the nail. I'm going to press down. And now I'm going to grab our lovely larger chocolate bar. I'm going to press this into the glue. And once I'm done pressing it into the glue, I'm going to go around the edges with my silicone tool and seal it in. Making sure there's no edges to catch on hair and things like that. And taking any excess, which looks like I have excess that I can use for the other one, off. We don't want any catches your stuff type edges though. We want it to be nice and secure. Have this tilted to the side ever so slightly. Okay. And then we're going to want this in the lamp for 60 seconds. So I'm going to go in and show you. Zoom this in. You see we've got went in and sealed all of the edges. I went in and made sure that all the edges were completely sealed in, like so. So we didn't have it catching. So we don't want it catching on stuff. So we seal it all in. Hubby's home early. So we're going to go ahead and flatten the glue, and then we're going to go in with the charm, and we're going to have that tilted more towards the opposite direction of the other one. And same thing, we're going to go in and we're going to seal all the edges. Okay. And then we're going to swap it out in the lamp. Okay. seconds. And our foil glue is now set up enough to add the foil. So now we can go in with the foil flakies on both the index and the ring. Look, now it is transparent now that it is set up. So we'll go in with some of our flake. I'm trying to find a decent size flake here. Okay, this is probably more flake than I need, but it'd be okay. I've had this jar for a very long time. It's lasted me a very long time because I only ever use it for nail stuff, and I don't use it very often. So I got it on Amazon, and it's a very big jar. Now I've seen even bigger jars than this at Dollar Tree for $3 and of various colors, just like the set that I have. So check your local Dollar Trees, guys. You'd be surprised what kind of supplies you'll find that is great for nail art. This one was in the art section, not the nail section, but still, you might want to take a good gander at your local Dollar Trees, the ones you use in your town or in towns nearby, because you'd be surprised what kind of stuff they have for relatively low prices, since they're no longer exactly $1 before tax. And they have stuff that's over $1 before tax now, even over $1.25 before tax. But they still have really good stuff for good prices. We'll go in. There we go. Burnish that in. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to zoom in for this next one. Hopefully not get out of camera by accident again. Try to show these steps. My 5-year-old is trying to scold the cat that is tearing up the wall. It's cute, but at the same time, not his responsibility. Okay. Okay, we are almost done applying our foils. Oh, cool, now he's trying to call the cat. That's too funny. Okay. So I'm going to take my finger for this last bit of the phase, and I'm going to burnish as much of this in as I can and get as much of this loose off of here as I can. So this is the fun part, is when you're going to have this loose stuff at the edges. It's kind of hard to get off sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes. Release. Thank you. Take a big breath and the foil flakes go flying. Okay. But like so. We're going to back it up. Okay, So now we are in the top coat phase. So I'm going to try to clean up all these foil flakies real quick before we go into the top coat, because I don't want this to get stuck in the top coat. And that would not be fun. Okay, so I'm going to take my sticky sheet that got ruined by the flakes anyways. And pick all the flake up that way. Alright. We're going to start with our smudge free. And we're going to go around the charms. This will help with the ensuring of the sealing of them in and make sure that they do not budge, as well as give that nice glossy fresh chocolate look. Go in with our smudge free on all of our nails. Yes, my flake was not pressed down good enough for a moment there. Off of my brush. And it sounds like it's raining again. Yay, rain! And around the chocolate bar. If you can't tell, guys, when I came up with these designs, I was craving chocolate. And now that I've drizzled top coat of the smudge free variety on my mat by accident. Yay! And we have our Seche Vite. So we are done with our foil flakies. And foil flakies like these come in all sorts of colors. I also have a silver and a copper. And I've seen them in like purples, I've seen them in reds, I've seen them in all sorts of colors. And don't get me wrong, I do want to get foil flakes of the other colors. I just have not acquired them yet. I have a very extensive collection of nail supplies, but the laundry list of things that I would like to get still is miles and miles long. I don't have the storage space for everything, nor do I have the funding for everything, but I am slowly acquiring some of those things that I've been trying to work towards and get for several years to create designs with. And it's getting there. Slowly but surely it's getting there over time. So we are getting there. I wish my camera was not in a stand. It's so funny watching our female when she decides to deal with her little toes, her little toe beans. So our female cat is very particular about her claws and her paws and all of that. And when she's licking her feet to clean them, she actually trims her own toenails. She bites them until they're the length that she wants them. But she spreads her toes out like this. It is the cutest little thing. Whenever she's going in there, she was doing that. She had the little foot up and just completely spread as far as it would go. It's too cute. Okay, so we're going to go in with our Seche Vite's Quick Dry Top Coat. Why are you yelling at Peach, Kyle? Peach isn't doing anything wrong. Stop yelling at Peach. He's exceptionally in the parroting stage. So, if you can't tell, us having to holler at a cat whenever they're clawing at the house or the furniture, he finds it a game and repeats it now. The cutest thing, though, was when we were out of state to visit family about a month ago. Actually, a little over a month ago now. My brother-in-law has 3 cats as well, and one of which was very friendly with the children. She was quite attached to all the affection that they were giving, and her name is Clover, and my youngest was always running around the house yelling for her and calling her, and she got attached to it. And when we left, she was howling around his house looking for him. She was looking for the children. She got quite attached to the kids, and it was adorable watching him going, Clover, Clover kitties, sweet kitty, soft kitty. It was the cutest thing ever. Of course, the other 2 were hiding from the children. They were not too fond of having the kids around. Yeah, I definitely need to put some thinner in this. It's getting pretty stringy and gloopy. You do want to use a thicker top coat though for the nails that has the foil on it, and the reason I say this is because you're going to want to treat it like you would a glitter. It's hard to get it sealed in without anything other than a thicker glitter topper type top coat. That's why I do like Seche Vite, because it is a slightly thicker one. Though the best one probably would be the Red Bottle Quick Dry top coat from Sally Hansen. That one is an exceptionally thick quick dry top coat. I love that for glitters and things like that, though this particular bottle of Seche Vite is just as thick as that currently. That's why it's so stringy, is because it's gotten to that thickness where it's starting to string, and it's not its normal consistency, but it's thick enough to work for this. Now the normal consistency is thinner, and you would want to use 2 coats instead of 1 like I just did. But like I said, the reason I used 1 is because this particular bottle, if you look, does not have much left in it, and it is very thick because it doesn't have much left in it. And so a lot of its chemicals have evaporated out, so it does need a little bit of thinner to thin it out. And it's stringing. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is literally stringing. And I have little wispy strings. So, that is the reason I only did 1 coat. But that's how I did it, guys. That's how I created this lovely chocolate bar manicure, and it's pretty cute. And I probably will end up wearing this on my actual nails one day. Currently, that is not the case because, like I said, I'm not ready to part with my stained glass yet. So, and that is how I did it, though, guys. That is all. Like I said, there's a lot of products involved, but it's not super complicated. It's just a lot of different stuff to create it. So that is it, guys. I don't have any announcements currently, so I do believe that's it. So I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be, wherever you were at while you were watching this video. And thank you all for watching. Bye.